What's going on, everybody? Thanks to those joining me live and to those that be joining me on Archive Style Boxing here. Wanted to talk about these tank numbers. Coppinger reports that the numbers are expected to be anywhere from 200 to 250,000 buys for the tank pay-per-view. That's almost triple what the Charlo brothers did together. You know what I mean? So that kind of tells you maybe it makes more sense to put Tank Davis on pay-per-view than the Charlo brothers by the looks of it, right? These are pretty good numbers, especially for a first-time pay-per-view. You know what I mean? It's this is pretty solid, to be honest. These numbers they're very similar to, like, let's say, keep in mind this is his first fight. Um, Yeah, Chief Funk is kind of in the ballpark. Yeah, that I had that same kind of ballpark number as well. But you saw the real similar numbers to what, like, Miguel Cotto did. Miguel would be like around that ballpark when he was the main guy on a pay per view. You know, I think he did more for the Martinez fight. But aside from that, I mean, like when he fought Judah, I think that did 280,000, if I'm not mistaken. So it's around that ballpark, and it's his first pay per view. So can Tank be a pay per view star? They keep building him up with the talent he got. I'm sure people love the fight, a lot of return customers. So it is a success in that sense. Didn't do the 1 million that Mayweather was talking about. I don't know where he was getting that. But hey, I think it does help that Mayweather tweeted it out. I think it does help that it's, in my opinion, better promoting with this fight. They promoted the fight. You know what I mean? Like they promoted both guys, and I think they did a really, really good job with that. Okay, so shout out to PPC. I think they did a good job with that. But what's next for Tank though? Like, are these numbers like, you know, hey, I call the shots numbers? You know what I mean? Like, is that what this is? So I think once it's all tallied up, I mean, it should be anywhere between 220 to 270,000 ish. If it follows the same kind of boxing trends, okay, from the first initial report, so on and so forth. Like, it just depends. You know what I mean? But I gotta tell you, man, I think he's not exactly. Let me put it this way, right? Um, Let me get this shit out of the way. Like, he's not exactly, showing us, hey, man, like I call the shots 100%. You know what I mean? It's not quite showing us that. It's not. It's He's not a superstar yet. He's on his way, and he definitely can be. Again, this is his first pay per view. Um, but it does put into question, by the way, looking how this trended. It does put into question a lot of UFC pay per views because they use the trending as proof that it did do a million. But Tank dominated the trending on Halloween. You know, so just saying. What's going on, A Rod? Taco says good numbers, but I feel those Leo numbers probably. Well, I'm sure Leo helped. You know what I mean? But we got to look at the demographics, man. I'd like to see, like, I'm gonna look into it, but I want to see the demographics in terms of the areas where the pay per view was ordered. I was told um, that it would sell big in, like, Atlanta and stuff like that. So I want to see what it did in Atlanta. Maybe it did do like a good 40,000 just there alone. Like, that would be impressive, but um, it remains to be seen. Like, we don't know where the pay per view was. We got to see where it was ordered, right? So there's spots where there's a very large population of Hispanics, and we can. There's a way to see that, right? That's what the orders are coming in, you know. But Tank has done pretty good, solid ratings on Showtime. He has. He did a pretty solid pay per view here. And I got to be honest, I want to see that Teofimo Lopez Tank fight. That's what I want to see. That's the fight I want. And I do believe that's the fight we should be talking about. To make at 135 pounds, if Tank wants to fight at 135 pounds. You know, so we will see where that goes. I mean, I know a lot of people say Haney. Well, let's see how Haney looks against Gamboa, right? I think he should get past Gamboa with relative ease. You know, Gamboa is not the same fighter anymore. Dare I say, he's a shot fighter. You know, so I got to tell you, Taco. That's anecdotal evidence, though, bro. You know what I mean? That's anecdotal evidence. So I know a lot of Mexicans that bought the fight too. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But like, I want to see the demographics as far as how it was ordered. You know what I mean? So we'll see. So good stuff by by PBC Tank Davis. You know, it was pretty solid. But and I believe if he does another pay per view, I would expect that it does a little more, maybe over 300,000, and then kind of work his way from there. Teofimo Lopez against Tank Davis. I mean, can you argue that the fight should be pay per view and all that? But let me tell you something. If Fox and ESPN put up the money, they make it, then hey, let's do it. You know what I mean? But shit, I'll watch that shit for free on ESPN. That would be huge. If Teofimo Lopez fights Tank Davis on ESPN, that would be unbelievably huge. I mean, we're talking 10 million viewers, in my opinion, for that fight. Okay. So, hey, with that said, guys, I got to go. This was just a quick kind of coming in, doing this thing, and then I got to get going. And that'll be all. All right. Peace out, guys.